much of you to when I'm here with your daughter. Consider a wedding present. Thanks. No, seriously, that's all you get.
Courtney, dear, what a surprise to see you. I told you I was coming. Yes, but the party started an hour ago. So I just naturally assumed that something had come up that was more important than your father's happiness. Well, Evelyn, you know what they say about a sin? When you're single, you're just a bitch. There are children in person. Back in dinner, I should hear the car at home. Oh boy.
Well, great party, but we gotta go.
Oh, already?
Yeah, we want to stay. Ellen's got a date.
What's up, people? I got to tell y'all what happened. Okay. So, in Minnesota, it says here, this happened the other day in Minnesota. The cops confronted protesters, right? Now, what they did is against the law in Minnesota. What they did is against the law of all states, no matter what. It's against the law. The cops slashed thousands of protesters' tires and journalists' tires in Minnesota. They say that one of the officers claimed that came from the order of the governor of Minnesota to stop the protesting no matter how far it goes. Stop all protesting. This cop says that it comes from the order of the governor of Minnesota. So what they did was they slashed all people's tires in Minnesota by the order of the governor of Minnesota. First of all, you catch someone slash your tires, that's a crime. So the governor of Minnesota, it's right here. The governor of Minnesota is allowing criminals, pigs, cops, sheriffs, and deputies. Those are criminals, straight criminals, straight criminals. They was ordered by the governor of Minnesota.
Vehicle parked in a lot, and the police slashed 1, 2, 3, 4 of my tires. They've also slashed every other car that's parked in this lot's tires. Every car that's parked here has their tires slashed. Every single car. Unbelievable. I can't get home now.
What the fuck? They literally just slashed somebody.
My live stream tuned out. Oh, there it goes. They're slicing those guys' tires.
They literally just sliced somebody.
Now, the police are on video. They're on video. They got the order from the Minnesota governor's office. Okay? These are the people we got in office. We got to get the fuck out because they all criminals. In every fucking state, from city council members, they are all fucking criminals. This order came from the order of the governor of Minnesota to slash protesters' tires. The police were ordered. This is what one officer says. He was ordered by the governor of Minnesota to slash all people's tires.
2, 3.
These are the people that from these motherfuckers get away with child molestation, rape, murder. Then we got the same right to get away with the same thing. We got the right to go slash every fucking cop's tires from the governors all the way down. The governor gave an order to slash protesters' tires. But nobody see nothing wrong with this. No judge. So if a normal person go out there and slash tires, he can't be charged. Because not one of these officers was charged or the governor of Minnesota was charged. For conspiracy, the Constitution of Rights says we got the right to protest. When will people wake the hell up? Read your Constitution. They are violating of the Constitution, man. We got the right to protest. You cannot. It says it in the Constitution. You cannot prosecute no one for protesting. We got the right to protest. The pigs, the sheriffs, the deputies, the judges starts all of this shit. We got to stop. We got to put a stop to this. Those officers were ordered by the governor of Minnesota to slash all protesters' tires. The order came from the Minnesota governor's office to slash all protesters' tires. No one on the face of this earth should have that much fucking power. We, the people, put them in. We, the people, got the right to take them out of office. We, the people. We, the people, got the right to remove judges for hate, for conspiracy. We, the people. We, the people. I couldn't believe that. They showed half of it on the news and then they stopped. Nobody got the right to tell us what to say, what to do. If these cops could get away with rape, molestation, so can everybody else. These cops can get away with murder, using the excuse, fear of my life, so can we. So can we. Let's start taking away all weapons from all law enforcement. Not allowed to own no fucking guns. Let's take away all weapons from law enforcement. They are the biggest criminals out there, and some of these judges are the biggest fucking criminals out there. They are the biggest criminals out there. They are the biggest criminals out there. We, the people, put them in office. We, the people, take them out. These people are protesting peacefully. And they ordered by the governor of Minnesota to go slash everybody's tires. So we got the same right to do the same thing. We have the same right to slash their tires, the way they slashed our tires. We got the same right. We have the same right. God says we got the same right. The Constitution says we got the same right. The common law says we got the same right. We got the right to defend ourselves no matter if we kill the individual or not. World news, man. Deputy gets locked up for raping his own kin. His own kin. He went in front of a judge. I don't know if the judge is white or Spanish, but that lady judge that held that son of a bitch deputy without bail is the smartest judge out there. Because she said, because you are law enforcement, you are dangerous to society. You are being held without bail. He raped his own kin, which is family members, molested them when they were kids. And he is being held without bail. That is one hell of a judge. That lady judge is one hell of a judge. She stated on record, on the news, you are dangerous to society and to the people of this state. You are being held without bail. Without bail. That should go for every law enforcement out there. Put them behind bars. Let the inmates take care of all rapists and molesting people. Wake up, people. I said it before. I said it before, man. Time's about to get worse. Time's about to get worse because we got the lousiest, crookedest motherfucking system in the United States, man. High off Hitler. High off Hitler. That's what we got. Hitler's in the United States, man. Y'all Jews better get the fuck out. High off Hitler. High off Hitler. Where does it say in the constitutional right? You got a right. The police got a right to bust in your door without a warrant. Police got a right to stop you. This is Hitler's time. That's what Hitler did against all Jews. That's what Hitler did. And then locked them up. That's what Hitler did. But yet Hitler was a smart man. He was, because he seen the corruption and the lies that Jews were saying. He's seen that. You know, and we talking about this presidential, who's going to run, right? And everyone that thought they had in for this presidential nominee, all no good. We might as well put Lassie in as a president, a dog. Because this president now, he ain't worth shit. He don't give a fuck about human rights, which presidents can't pass no laws. That's for damn sure. It says it in the Constitution. Presidents cannot pass no laws. Presidents cannot pass laws. Presidents cannot pass executive orders. Unconstitutional. Congress can't pass laws. Unconstitutional. We the people. We the people. Put them in, take them out. We the people. Wake up, people. Wake up. Wake up. You know? And it's funny because you got now this House or the Speaker, the Speaker of the House. He wants to take money from veterans for office designs. And this is a Mexican lady that went up in front of Congress talking about, well, we need to take this money from Veterans Affairs to design my office. So veterans don't get paid. Then you talked about you want to mess with disability, Social Security and stuff. That's the first thing come out of his mouth, which no government can even mess with that, because that has nothing to do with the deficit. Social Security has nothing to do with the deficit whatsoever. Now, let's say they mess with it. And every senior citizen, every individual should file a lawsuit against the Speaker of the House for fraud, extortion, because they're not supposed to touch Social Security. They're not supposed to touch Social Security. But half of society, 95% of American people, go by what these stupid motherfuckers say. Until your ass ain't got no money, you got to go to a food bank. You got to eat dog food or cat food. Then that's when you get mad. That's what it takes to wake your asses up. But it's almost there. It's almost there. It's almost there. Hitler was amazing. And I'll say it again. Hitler was amazing. Because the same thing they doing in the United States, Hitler did. Where's your passport? Show me your credentials. Take them to jail. Then they had these people picketing. This is funny though. These racist white motherfuckers went down there picketing. Take our country back. White power, white power. And they got their ass whipped. California. They went to the wrong neighborhood. One of the guys said, oh shit, we went to the black neighborhood. They got their asses whipped. They got their asses whipped. And these are the same people every motherfucking person worked with. Racist motherfuckers are the terrorists. Pigs, cops, sheriffs, judges are the terrorists. Don't get me wrong. I'm watching the news and I see some good ass judges out there. If they ran for president, I'll vote for them, because guess what? Some of these female judges, man, turned around and they wasn't like some punk ass guy judge. They got in front of them DAs that got locked up. Other judges that got locked up. Pig-ass deputies, sheriffs, and police for rape, assault. And it was 3 judges held without bail. You're a danger to society because you got that badge on. Held without bail. Held without bail. Held without bail. When the judges go by the letter of the law and don't give a damn about your race, you a government official, from pig, cop, sheriff, deputy, or other judge or prosecutor, that's a good judge. That's a good judge. But you got some women judge, they don't care if you got locked up for rape or nothing. I'm going to give you bail. I'm going to set you free so you're going to go do it again. You get out for rape. But wait a minute. If you raped my child and you killed my child, there will be nobody there to protect you, because I have that right to take your life like you took my family's life. Allah, God says an eye for an eye. You see, an eye for an eye. And people have to wake up, because this is not getting no better. We sending trillions of dollars to Israel when we got people that have no job, lost their home, can't get unemployment, can't get food stamps, homeless, and sending our tax dollars to other countries. If anybody in their right mind that has millions and billions should remove all access to all Israel in the United States, from TVs to radios, they shouldn't even have a license for that. Nobody should be allowed to control the media. Nobody should be allowed to control us. This shit got to stop. This shit got to stop. These presidents, if they're not for the people, they don't need to be in office. They do not need to. It's like this. We have the right to buy, to have what we want to have. No government can tell us what right we got to have or cannot have. We run the government. The people. It says it in the Constitution. Wake the hell up. Congress cannot pass no laws. Read your original Constitution. The state cannot pass no laws when it's against the Constitution. Read your Constitution. But this pisses me off, man. Officers, Minneapolis, Minnesota, the governor gave authority to the police to slash all tires of protesters. Now these cars are parked legal, and they going around stabbing people's car tires. We got the same right to do that to them. When y'all people gonna wake up? We got the same right to do it to them. You slash my tires, I'm slashing yours. We got the right to do it to them. You hit me, I'm gonna hit you back. I got a right to defend myself. You bust into my house, I got the right to take your life. I got that right. By God's laws. What we should be doing is fighting and protesting to take all guns away from all law enforcement, because they pounce. See, a real man is not going to hit you when you cuffed. That's a real man.
4 of my tires.
Okay? That's a real man. A real man is not going to hit a suspect when they cuffed. We got the right to hit them. You put your hands on me wrong, I'm beating your ass. Allah bear me witness. I will defend myself. I got that constitutional right. I have that fucking right. And no other man is going to tell me different. I go by the laws of Allah. And in my Quran, it says I got the right to defend myself, whether who I take life away or not. I have that right. By common law, law of the land, I have a right to defend myself, my home, my family. I got that constitutional right. These motherfuckers was ordered by the governor of Minnesota to slash all protesters' tires. He a criminal. The governor, if that's true, the governor of Minnesota committed a criminal act, ordered a criminal act, treason against the people. Treason against the people.
Unbelievable. I can't get home now.
What the fuck?
Like this Mexican lady.
Literally just slashed somebody.
I couldn't believe what she said on the news. To remove all payments for veterans so they could design their offices. And they passed the motion to do it. What kind of shit is that, man? I don't fucking understand that. What kind of shit is that, man? When you turn around and you got these racist white motherfuckers that should be out of office, that shouldn't have never been in office, but the veterans fought for this lousy country. The veterans fought for this lousy country.
Are not needed at this point, so we can use those.
They lost their lives, their sons, their daughters for this country, and you saying our own government is saying fuck every vet?
Does anyone object to having
No.
option B up for approval?
No, I see a civil war coming down
Okay.
because of these politicians and stuff,
A motion
and they have no right to be in office.
Yep. Oh,
Here it is right here.
We have
The House.
Ballard is on the board. Commissioner Ballard.
So I am
In Michigan,
favor of option
okay?
B here. My understanding
To
is
remove,
that that's a
to
project
take
that is
away
likely,
$1.5 million
in a different way.
of
Those
veterans
funds are not,
programs
needed at this point.
to
So
redesign
those
their
uncommitted
office.
funds toward our other projects that we
To
proposed at this
redesign
point.
their office, to design
Anyone
their
object
office.
to having
These are
option
officials.
B up for approval on the screen?
These are officials.
Okay. So let's
These are officials to turn around and take $1.5 million
Yep. Oh,
from the
Commissioner Ballard.
Veterans
We have,
Affairs
Commissioner Ballard
to
is on the board.
design
Commissioner Ballard.
So
their
I am in
official
favor of
offices.
option B here. My
Paint,
understanding is
windows,
that that's a project
pictures,
that is
a
likely,
picture. How the hell does a
moving
painting
forward
cost
in a
$20
different
million?
way. Those funds are not needed at this point. So
This
we can
bitch
use
say the
those
funds are not
funds
needed for the
toward
veterans.
Our other projects that we've proposed at this point. Exactly.
Does anyone object to having staff put option B up for approval on the screen? Okay.
These motherfuckers need to be
A motion to approve option
put in
B.
prison, treason
Assumed, yep.
against the veterans
We have,
and put
Commissioner Ballard is on
to death.
Commissioner
That's
Ballard.
what it says
I
about
am
treason.
in favor of option B here. My understanding is that that's a project that is likely moving forward in a different way.
Commissioner
Those funds
says
are
no.
are not needed at this point, so we can use those uncommitted funds toward
Uncommitted
our
funds
other
towards
projects
designing
that
and
we've proposed at this
projects
point.
in her office.
Does anyone object to having staff put option B up for approval on the screen?
These motherfuckers are something else, man.
Okay. So let's
These motherfuckers are something else. So I was in a Walmart and this guy's following me, right? And this is what happened in Walmart. So I keep seeing the Spanish dude, right? Heavy set Spanish guy, right? He kept following me around Walmart. So I go to the register 5, where the lady's ringing everything up for me. He follows me and then he stands in front of the thing that says customer service, right? So then all of a sudden, as the lady putting the bags in the cart for me, because I hate Walmart. I had to go to Walmart for some ink and stuff, right? And so anyway, he runs from, when I'm about to pull the cart out, he runs from one spot towards the door, all right? And he stops me. And he says, receipt. I'm like, receipt? For what? You're standing right there watching me. You're watching the lady ring every fucking thing up. For what? Well, I was told by my district manager that we got to stop all niggers. I'm like, what did you just say to me? What the fuck did you just say to me? You got to stop all niggers. What the fuck did you just say to me? I said it loud. Everybody watching me and stuff, on camera, on video. I turned my phone on and I'm recording this, right? with this fool, and you call your fucking manager over here. Because Walmart policy states that no customer has to show receipt, plus it's a violation because you're calling me a thief now. Well, you probably stole it, so you're calling me a thief. Call the police. You call the motherfucking police. Racially profiling me, you call the fucking police. You just called me a fucking thief? Well, all people like you steal. You calling me a thief again. Call your fucking manager over here. That's what the fuck you do. So this lady manager, heavyset. Now, mind you, this dude is Spanish, Mexican, or somewhere, right? So the lady that comes, I think she had an accent like from Honduras or Guatemala. And she says the same thing he says. Well, we was told by our district manager that we got to stop all blacks because they thieves. It's on my phone. I'm recording this with their pictures. Oh, yeah? And you also know that corporate that's in Hong Kong, China says you cannot stop or ask customers for receipts. But you just profiled me and called me a thief. Call the fucking police. Call the fucking police. Because now I got the right to whip your asses. Call the fucking police. You called me a nigga not once but twice. You said all blacks got to be stopped in Walmart. Racially profiling. This motherfucker watching me. It shows on video he's watching me around the store. He runs from one part to the door, stops me. On my receipt, shows everything that I purchased. I don't got to show you a fucking thing, you racist motherfuckers. Now, both of these motherfuckers are Spanish. They need to be deported. That's the way I feel now. ISIS, whatever the hell they call it, immigration need to go over there to see if they got papers to be in the United States. Both of them, her and him. At that Walmart. That's where ISIS need to be, at that Walmart over there. All of those illegal motherfuckers. You got the audacity to tell me that your district manager says stop all niggers. That's the word that came out of his punk ass mouth. I said, what did you call me? I'm getting mad. I want to hit this son of a bitch so bad, man. And in my mind, I said, nah, don't hit him. Don't hit his punk ass. Don't hit his punk ass. I'm so tired of these racist motherfuckers, man. And the bad part of this motherfucker's Spanish. And she's Spanish. And she says the same fucking thing. Go back to your country. Get the fuck out of the United States. That's the way I'm feeling now. Hutchinson, in a place called Hutchinson, Minnesota, the Walmart. Immigration needs to go over there and search that whole fucking place to find out if any of those motherfuckers are legal to be here. That's the way I feel now. That's just the way I feel now. You tell me you was told by corporate, your district manager, to stop all niggers, blacks, in Walmart. I ain't showing you shit, man. I ain't showing you shit. Get the fuck out my way. Yeah, I was hot. I was pissed, man. And then when that lady said the same thing, them two don't need no job in the United States. Them two don't need no job in the United States. You know? It's Minnesota is some racist motherfuckers, man. Then I lost my dentist. I had this nice dentist, man. You know, very, very nice, from a place called Park Dental. From a place called Park Dental. Let me tell you the shit they did to me. So I couldn't see, my filling fell out, right? And I made an appointment to see them online. Have my neighbor do it for me. Make an appointment to see him online, see her online, right? And never had no problems with this dentist. Never had no problems with this dentist. Two of the people that used to work there was very respectable. This big, heavy-set white lady. She was very respectable. That's the only person that ever talked to me. She was very, very nice. And my dentist is white. It's a lady. She was awesome. I've never had a woman dentist before, but this lady was awesome. My dentist was awesome. I don't remember her name, but she was awesome. And then you had this guy dentist. I don't know much about him, but I heard he was pretty good too, right? So meanwhile, make a long story short, my filling fell out and it was hurting, because it's open. Common sense, right? And so then the appointment I made my neighbor did it online for me because he goes, well, which one do you go to? It's out in a place called Apple Valley, Minnesota, right? It's Park Dental, right? He says, oh, okay. A buddy of mine's girlfriend works there. I said, oh, okay. So he did it for me and stuff, right? And so then they sent me an email, and I tried to get in Saturday, but they never confirmed it, right? So I had to call that Monday. Well, I need to see the dentist because I was chewing and my filling fell out. And so they made it for, called the Monday, they made it for Tuesday morning, and then they changed it to 11:20, right? And so then, now mind you, my name is already on the system that Monday morning, right? And so then, all of a sudden, I get there and everything to see my dentist. I couldn't see the dentist. This lady comes out, claims that she talked to me and all of this and all. I've never talked to you before in my life. Don't play no games with me. So I'm listening to what she got to say. This bitch says to me, because you was going through your divorce, you can't come here no more. Are you the owner? In my mind, I'm saying, are you the owner of this company? What gives you the authority to deny anyone an emergency? Okay? At a dentist. Now, this is an emergency. I'm in pain and hurting and everything. Just look at my mouth. It's an emergency. And so I deleted your information. What right do you got to delete my information and tell me that I have no right and I cannot go to no other Park Dental? What gives you that? Are you the owner? Because you're an employee, you do not have no say-so to make those decisions. Are you the owner of Park Dental? Who the hell are you? This is a Spanish lady, Spanish or Asian, all right? Well, because you divorced your wife. Now, she says this 4 or 5 times. My recording is on. I totally forgot my recording was on. She's saying this 4 or 5. I said to her, you know what? I'll deal with my attorney will deal with this now. Because now you just discriminated against me and everything else. My attorney will deal with this shit now. That's it. I walks out. I'm mad. I'm hot. I got pain in my mouth and everything else. And I was denied a medical emergency at Park Dental. First time this ever happened to me. But she said, because you went through your divorce. Because you went through your divorce. And I'm thinking, I'm like, well, wait a minute. First of all, that has nothing to do with you. Then she says, well, we sent everything to collection agency. For what? My ex-wife was ordered to pay those bills. My ex-wife was ordered to pay those bills. So the bill was paid. She sends everything to collection agency on, she claims on 1/15/2021. The bill was paid 2/15/2021. Not even by my ex-wife. The bill was paid by a friend that we know. He paid the bills for my ex-wife. Okay? And mind you, I was fighting this in court because those bills wasn't paid. But the judge says, okay, it's no problem. I'll ignore my own court order. It's no problem. She's a woman. All right, so anyway, so I'm like, that ain't nothing to do with me. But this bitch keeps saying, I spoke with her. I never spoke with her because, number one, I never liked her from the beginning. When I first met her, she had an attitude. Never liked her at all. Okay? 2, you got no authority by federal law and state law to give my information out to nobody. To nobody. To nobody. Then, so the attorney says, find everything you got. So I pull up all of the emails. Okay? Accounts up to date, but we opening up a new account for you, just you under your name. That happened in 2020 of December. So I had nothing on my account. No payment, no nothing, right? Had an appointment that I couldn't go see the dentist because I called them and I said, well, I'm in court through my divorce, 2021. Okay, I'm in court going through my divorce. So I can't make an appointment right now, but I'll do it down in the future. They said, okay. So they sent me all of this. It's time for you cleaning and all of this and all of that and all of this and all of that. But yet I'm on my own account. And this lady, this thing, turns around and my attorney goes, I wouldn't give a damn if she does the billing or whatever. She has no authority by law, by state law, federal law, to deny anyone in a medical emergency. That was a medical emergency. I said, yeah. I wouldn't give a damn if they had to pull it out, but it was an emergency. So then she says, well, you're not allowed to go to no other Park Dental. What gives you the fucking right to tell a patient they not allowed to go to Park Dental? So what Park Dental got to do, like my attorney said, they got to send her a sworn affidavit stating that all billing department has the authority to deny patients medical care. And they can't do that. That's against any state that denies anyone a medical emergency care is in violation of the laws in all states. In all states. So I'm listening to what the stupid girl Finger's saying and stuff. And I'm like, okay. In my mind, I'm saying, you stupid bitch, you just opened yourself up a lawsuit, man, a huge lawsuit. And mind you, I didn't realize that my pen was recording. You know? And my attorney, she goes, do you got her on recording saying? I said, I went for my pen. I'm like, yep, here it is right here. And she listening to it. My attorney's listening to it. She said, that's a stupid lady. You went there on an emergency. They knew that you was coming. They could have called you in advance and talked about it. But what right does she has to tell you you are not allowed to go to no other Park Dental? So she committed against you defamation and everything else. I said, yeah, because she says 5 times on recording, she says, because you went through a divorce. Because you went through a divorce. Because you went through a divorce. My attorney goes, then the bill was paid by this individual, paid the bill for your ex-wife. I said, yeah. And the judge also, because my ex-wife turned around and canceled all insurance, right? And the judge, and I told the judge that, so the judge ordered them to have the insurance back effective, right? And so then we're looking at the records that I kept and everything and all of the emails that I kept from Park Dental. And on 1/20/2021, got an email from them and saying, don't forget your appointment for 2/15/2021 for your cleaning and your annual checkup. All right. Got an email about it. All right. I was in court, so I couldn't make it. Called them, said I got to reschedule because I'm in court. going through the divorce. That's all I said, right? And so I'm saying to myself now, so this lady say 4 or 5 times on recording, because you divorced your wife. I think she Asian or half Asian and Mexican, whatever. That's none of your fucking business. The bill was paid. Why I sent all your stuff to collections? For what? The bill was paid. The bill was paid. How can you send something to collections when a bill is paid? Even if the bill was paid after you send it to collections, you still had no right or authority to send anything to collections without my approval. This is how these fuckers abuse their authority. So the attorney goes, they got to get something from Park Dental that she owns and calls the shots. They need that on writing. They want that on writing. They want that on writing, you know. And then you got to bring proof that you allowed to be in the state, in the United States. We want all of that now. I'm not playing no more with these racist motherfuckers, man. Yeah, I'm not playing no more. You can't file a complaint against Park Dental because there's no way to file a complaint against Park Dental. So you got to file a complaint with the Better Business Bureau, which I did. And I played the recording, and the guy couldn't believe it. The guy at the Better Business Bureau could not believe the conversation. Could not believe the conversation. And he said the same thing. Is she the owner? Nope. She's just a billing person. I have never heard of a billing person have that much authority over a business. Me neither. Me neither. Me neither. Well, I sent you to collection agencies because I don't like you. Because you're Muslim and you're black. So I don't like you. Sent some to collection agency that was paid. You had no authority to send my information to nobody without my consent. Collections agencies does not have my consent to have any of my information. So you have committed identity theft. You committed fraud on me. Defamation of character. Then you tell me you're not allowed to go to no Park Dental. Can I ask the doctor a question? No, you can't ask the dentist nothing. So the dentists in Minnesota at Park Dental has no say-so or nothing. I think because they're a corporation. So Park Dental dentists have no say-so to see the patient when it's an emergency or nothing. Gotcha. Then they should be put out of business. Park Dental should be put out of business. Gotcha. Gotcha. So when I call to file a complaint, I got the runaround. You get about between 100 to 200 different numbers to call, and they say, no, we don't take complaints. No, we don't deal with Park Dental. No, we don't take complaints against Park Dental. You know, I said, fuck it, I'm not going to play their game. File a complaint with the Better Business Bureau, racial profiling, discrimination. And I said, you got to hear this for yourself, man. He said, you recorded? I said, yeah, I didn't even realize my pen was on recording the conversation, right? Didn't even realize that, you know? So I played it. And did she really say that? I said, yeah. Because you divorced your wife, you are not welcome here at Park Dental. And you can see it on their videos too. Right on their videos. I've never had no problems with Park Dental. I respected my dentist. I liked my dentist. I liked the heavyset white lady that worked at the desk. She always showed respect to every patient that went in there. She showed respect to. And that's the only person that I ever talked to. Even about my bill, that was the person I ever talked to. When she said, oh, you got to pay this because the insurance company only paid half of this. You got to pay $50. Okay, boom. I got my receipt from her. She was the nicest person that worked it at Park Dental. Now, I've never spoke to this person because I seen her one time when a patient was there and they denied to see him and his kid for something happened, and she was very rude to him. She was very rude to him. you know. As a matter of fact, I think he was Spanish or African American, but she was very rude to him. She was very rude to him, you know. And it's that's what happened at Park Dental, you know. And now they got to deal with the attorney. I ain't got nothing to say to them motherfuckers, man. I don't got nothing to say to them now. I had the best dentist in the world. She was one hell of a dentist. I tilt my hat to that lady dentist. She took good care of me and everything else, you know. So I had to go see this other dentist, man. And it didn't come out too good, you know. And they said, well, I got to put you on this medication because it's going to get infected. It's already infected, you know. And after the medication and everything and that gets resolved, we got to pull it. I said, okay, ma'am. All right. And so I called up the attorney and I told the attorney what the other dentist said. And he couldn't even believe it, where this was an emergency. You made your appointment. I said, yeah. They're not supposed to do that. Don't they know when it's an emergency, they got to see you? Well, not what the billing department says. The billing department runs Park Dental, and they call the shots like they the owners and stuff. I said, wow, they opened up their ass, a big ass lawsuit, man, a medical lawsuit. I said, yep. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. You know, and so now it got infected, and the lady gave me some medicine, some kind of antibiotics, because I'm allergic to penicillin, and got to take that for a couple of days, and then they're gonna try to yank it out, you know. All behind the filling fell out of my mouth, behind the fucking filling, you know. And it's crazy, man. Park Dental's no good, man. They're very racist, man. They're very racist, and then you don't have no way to file a complaint on them. So you got to go through the Better Business Bureau, which is better. You got to go through them to file a complaint on them and stuff. Because there's no way to file a complaint. Because when you file a complaint, they want you to talk to that dentist's office. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. I've never had no problems with Park Dental. Never had no problems. Never had no problems at that dentist. Never had no problems at that dentist. And now all of a sudden, you come out and say, because you divorced your wife, we sent everything. I destroyed your records. So the other dentist said, you know, I'm going to try to get your medical records from over there. I said, that's going to be impossible because the lady said, came out of her mouth on recording, on a video, she destroyed my charts. She destroyed my records, my medical record. I didn't even know. I think that's against the law for any clinic to destroy anybody's medical records. And I think that's what the attorney was talking about. That's a felony. That's a felony. She has to go to jail. No clinic can destroy anybody's medical records. That's a federal offense right there. No medical place can destroy any medical records under no circumstances. And so I told her then, I said, well, they said she claimed that she told me she destroyed and deleted my medical files and everything. You know, that's a federal. Even that dentist said, we can't even do that at my clinic. I can't destroy no medical records. That's against the law in every state. You cannot destroy nobody's medical records. You cannot delete nobody's medical record. Oh, they stupid. They stupid. And that person that's working for them is going to get them sued big time. Big time. They need to fire that fucking lady. They stupid. Yep. Came out of her mouth. We deleted all your medical files. You're not allowed to go to no other Park Dental. And I asked again, because I went through a divorce. Yes, because you divorced your wife, you're not allowed to go to no other Park Dental. And because I sent everything to collections after the bill was paid. I called you numerous times. No, you didn't. So I said, what number did you call? So she's looking up what's on her thing, right? Because of my appointment and my phone number. So she says she called my ex-wife several times. I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's between you and her. I don't got nothing to do with that. I don't got nothing to do with that. Then she turns around and says, oh, I called your number. But wait a minute. There's two numbers there to call. 2 numbers. And when you call a cell, it switches over to the other phone number, and it's all recorded. So I pulled up all my recordings, man. Pull them all up, 2020. Put them all up. Every call that came in and everything. You know, no calls from Park Dental. Not from this individual. I listened to them all and everything. No calls. No call. You can go online and you can pull up your whole call sheet all the way back to 5 years. You know, and you can also pull up the messages. No calls from this person. No calls from this person whatsoever. So she lied. She lied. Now the attorney wants to know how the hell she got more power than the name of Park Dental. Who the fuck is she? What right does she have to destroy somebody's medical records or delete somebody's records and files? That's against the law. That's straight against the law. You cannot delete nobody's medical records. That's a felony right there. That's a felony right there. No hospital, no clinic, no dentist office can delete your medical records. None can. None. Mother dentist wanted to get those records. And they told her, oh, that was deleted. Look, her secretary, he said they delete them. They don't have no records of him. So the dentist says, you been to Park Dental? I said, yeah. The lady did this, I didn't even feel the thing neither, but I'm terrified of needles, you know. But I don't know how she did it, but she did this thing up in my mouth and everything. Nice dentist. I didn't even feel no pain until after the stuff went down. And so she tried to give me this. I said, I don't take drugs. I just use extra strength Tylenol. I don't take no drugs. I don't like drugs. I never did, never used them, never will. Don't drink. I don't believe in that shit, man. You know? So I told her I'll just take me some extra Tylenol. I'm not taking no medicine. She wanted to give me some kind of thing with I forgot what you call it. Some kind of pain medication, but it puts you out and stuff. I said, nope. I don't take no drugs. Nope. I'll just take me some extra strength Tylenol, and that's all I did. Extra strength Tylenol. That's it, you know. And yeah, deleted my records, man. Deleted my records. And the attorney just won a case on that against this medical office. She just won in trial in Minnesota. She just won in trial because they did the same thing to 2 of her clients about a child. And what happened was the guy and his wife brought his daughter to go see this doctor, and the doctor was trying to flirt with his wife, and he didn't like that shit. So he asked for a different doctor. And so the doctors hated him for that shit. And they destroyed their daughter's medical records and all of that, deleted everything on their computer, you know? And the best thing was that this guy, he had every visit that they did with their daughter and everything. And yeah, and they go, it's against the law for any medical facility, which is dental, which is under medical, hospitals, anyone to delete any medical files. It's against the law. That's a felony right there. That's a felony right there. Federal, period. No ifs and no buts. You destroyed medical records. It's just like when you destroy court records. That's a felony now. That's a federal case now. Can't destroy court records, you know. You can't take out and put in and all that. You can't do that, you know. And that's what Park Dental did in a place called Apple Valley, Minnesota. Yeah. Now, I think she's Mexican or Asian. She's either one of those two, Mexican or, but I never talked to this person. Well, I spoke to you. I remember everything. So I just let her talk, just to hear her talk. you know, just to hear her say what she want to say, you know. And she's so fucking rude, you know. She is so fucking rude, man, you know. Like she calls the shots. Well, we're gonna see what the court's got to say to see if you call the shots, you know. That's what I gotta say to her. We're gonna see what the court's got to say to see if you call a shot. My attorney said you can say whatever you want to say on the internet about Park Dental because they just fucked you over, man. They got to explain to jury members how you got the right to tell this man he doesn't have a right to go to another dentist because he don't like your ass, or because you turned around and you showed discrimination against this man and hate just now, and I got your ass on recording. I got your ass on recording. And they got it also on their recording inside their office. They got cameras in their office and they heard everything, you know. And then what upset me more is that, oh, there's my dentist right there. I seen her and she wouldn't even open up her mouth. So apparently this billing person controls that office, which is against the law because no billing person has the authority to delete anybody's medical records and information without consulting me first. So when the other dentist said, well, we got to get your records, see what this dentist did, they called. We don't have no records of him. Okay, gotcha. No problem. So the attorney sending out a letter to the dental board and to have that Park Dental on investigation. And I said, yeah, first of all, we're going to find out if each person in there got a license to work in there, number one. Number two, we're going to have to find out if that person is legal to be in the United States. Now I'm hot. Now I'm going to start going like the rest of these people. You got to be legal. You got to be legal to be in the United States, all right? I don't care no more. I don't care no more. I hate racist motherfucking people, man. I hate it. But my attorney she said 4 to 5 times because you was going through a divorce. That's none of your fucking business. That's none of your fucking business. Only one person that asked me, how was I doing? I said, I was going through a divorce. There was only one person in that whole clinic. That was a heavy-set white lady. Was real. She was the sweetest person I ever seen. She was really nice. She was really nice. She was really nice. She showed everyone that walked in that door respect, man. She was really nice. And they get rid of the nice people and keep the shitty people. They get rid of the nice people and get rid of they get rid of the nice people and get and keep the shitty people that have no respect for themselves, man. You know? And that's what happened at Park Dental. That's what happened at Park Dental yesterday. Yeah. It was fucking crazy, man. It was crazy. It was fucking insane, you know. But it's funny how the governor of Minnesota orders police departments to slash all protesters' tires. That's the system that we in now.
Disturbing video
where the governor
orders
orders
Mayor orders police to remove everyone.
If you do not allow me to speak,
and the mayor, this mayor in California, she needs to be out of office because she took the oath of office on the orders the pigs to remove people out of freedom of speech. The lady is stupid, man. She ain't gonna be in office pretty much longer. See, we got the right to say what we want to say. No man and no woman gonna tell me what I got the right to say and what I don't got the right to say. I don't give a fuck about your laws. I really don't. You know, I got the right to sue you. I got the right to take everything in your bank account. I got the right to take your car, your house. I don't want your kids because I don't know shit about your kids. Okay? You know, and that's the bottom line. You know, that's the bottom line.
If your packaged meat
And then
bright red,
you got
and it is filled with artificial gases to create that.
Then you got
meat doesn't look like that. But like no one.
You got what's so funny is you got in Minnesota you got Mexicans that's racist against their own kind, just like blacks are racist against their own kind. It's fucking. We got the weirdest world, man. We got the weirdest world and the crookedest fucking system in the world. See, it's like this. You hit me, I got the right to hit you. You slash my tires, I got the right to slash your tires. That's common sense. That's common law. That's common law. That is common law. No, it's no but. Oh, you know what? I do got it. I do got it where it says in the Constitution about Congress cannot pass no laws.
Yes, everything in the complaint is true and accurate.
Let me see if I can find it.
Yes, if the
Yeah, it says here, this happened in, this right here happened in 2000, in the appellate court in 2000 of, it's happened out in New York. And it states that the appellate court ruled that Congress has no right to pass laws or infringe on people's constitutional rights. Everything is for the people. The people, the people, the people, we, the people, we, the people, we, the people. The constitutional rights is out there for not only us, but also so these idiots know that we are protected and they have to follow the constitutional rights, common law, all the way down. They have to follow these rights. There's no ifs and no buts. You know, it's not just there to protect us. It's also there to let them know, any government official knows, you know, he cannot violate the common law because the common law is the law of the land, period. Congress shall pass no laws to infringe against the people of the Constitution. All their laws are void. And so many superior courts ruling where codes, rules, and regulations, which is penal codes and citations, are unconstitutional. Those are not for the people. Those are for government officials only. You get stopped by and get a ticket, man. Send that shit back. Send it to the Secretary of State. You're the co-signer. The officer signed the ticket. The officer got to pay that ticket. You didn't know that, huh? Yeah. I've done it. I've done it 4 times. I want to remove myself as co-signer for this officer. His name is first. Your name is second. So you co-signed the ticket. Send that shit. I refuse to be a co-signer for this officer. Send it back. Send it to the Secretary of State, whatever state you in. They send it to the officer. The officer got to pay it. Yeah. Look up your laws, man. Look it up, man. Look it up. Officers don't got no right to tow your cars. No. Sue their asses. Sue their asses, man. Sue them individually and sue the city, whatever city or county they work for, you sue them too. You see? Because they supposed to have honest employees, not corrupt. Not corrupt. You know, people got to wake the hell up, man, because it's almost too late, man. Anytime a governor orders Minneapolis, Minnesota police officers to slash protesters' tires, it's bad. It's bad. Constitutional right says we got the right to protect ourselves and our family and our property and our home. That's what the constitutional right says. Read your Constitution. I'm telling you all, read your Constitution. We the people. We the people. Congress shall make no laws or pass no laws to infringe on the Constitution. Congress shall pass no laws to infringe on the Second Amendment. They don't have no authority. The president can't even pass a law. The president can't even pass an executive order, not even a governor. It's all illegal. All of that is illegal. Look into your Constitution, your original Constitution. Look into all of the cases about the constitutional rights. You know, even the United States Superior Court, Madison, biggest case in the world that's never been overturned, and it cannot be overturned. And in Madison, it says straight out, jurisdiction, no court has jurisdiction over nothing. No court has jurisdiction over the fellow man. No court has jurisdiction. No court has jurisdiction over the fellow man. Anytime a prosecutor opens up his mouth on record, and you got to ask the judge, are you bonded? Is this all on record? Are you bonded? Is this all on record? Yes. Are you bonded? Yes. I need a copy of your bond. You got the right to copy of the bond. Now we're on record. Prosecutor, are you bonded? No. Get the hell out of here. Point blank. You know, Congress shall pass no laws and cannot, under Madison, jurisdiction powers. They have none. They have none. They have none. They have none whatsoever. You wake up, people. Read your Constitution. Start fighting for your rights. Start fighting for your Constitution. That's what you got to do. The state constitution is void because it's in conflict with the original Constitution, the land of the law, which is the common law. It's in violation of the common law of the land. It's in violation to superior law of the land. The state constitution is in violation of common law, superior law of the land. No ifs and no buts. No ifs and no buts. No ifs and no buts. You know, we got to stop letting them get away with all of this bullshit. In the Constitution, it says once you're arrested, you got to be taken immediately. They don't give a fuck what time it is or whatever, because there's a magistrate open 24/7. 24/7. You got to be taken immediately in front of a magistrate. Immediately. No man or woman shall be held on bond. No man or woman shall be arrested under any crime what it states in the Constitution. Everyone out there that's been locked up, you got the right to sue the sheriff's department for posting your picture online. So many cases been already ruled on that in all states. In all states. So many cases been ruled on that. Violation of your privacy. Pain and suffering, punitive damages. And it states in the Constitution. That's the funny thing about it. The only way, if they got a picture on you, that's the only way that they can put it out there, because you're a fugitive. Other than that, they cannot take your picture. They cannot fingerprint you. They cannot put your stuff on the internet. It has to be removed on the internet. They cannot do none of that stuff there. Violation of your rights, man. Violation of your rights. Your privacy and everything else. It's just like there's a case right now, the biggest case that's about to fuck up a whole lot of courts in the United States. And it's about this monitoring shit on Zoom. Right? And I'm even part of that because I signed the thing with this attorney. Okay. And he said, I saw you on the internet, you know, and you was talking about that the courts violated your Privacy Act. I said, yeah, they violated my Privacy Act by putting that case on Zoom, and Zoom posted it all over the internet. Okay. Which is in violation of my Privacy Act. All right. And he says, yeah, well, I'm attorney such and such, and I'm on this big case right now, and I got like 200 and something people involved here. I said, well, if you're taking this as a civil, you know, I want my money. You're not gonna, you know, keep and I only get $11 or something like that. That ain't happening, you know. And so I gave him the case number and stuff, and he found it, and he couldn't believe it, you know. And so I says, yeah, you know, that shouldn't have never been there, and especially when Zoom stated to all states that they have all copyrights. They could change the voice on it. They could change the likeness on it. They could change anything on there. Zoom can do that. They have those copyrights. They have the authority to do that. And Zoom is not even in the United States. It's overseas in the Philippines. That's where they're based at, in the Philippines. And people don't understand that, you know. And I'm like, well, I'll go ahead with that with you, but I'm also doing my own thing against the judge on that there too, you know. And so then he says, yeah, because this is going to be a huge case for a lot of defendants now in the United States, because you do not have the authorization to be on recording on a case because you're violating his constitutional rights for not being in court. So you got a right to be in court. There's no ifs and no buts about it. You got that constitutional rights under your Sixth Amendment. You got the right to cross-examine your accusers. So the prosecutor's accusing you, you got the right to put that prosecutor on the witness stand. You have that right to cross-examine your accusers. You have that constitutional right to cross-examine your accusers. I'm going to throw so many things at this motherfucker where we're going to bust him lying on the stand, and he will be charged with perjury. That he will be charged with perjury. We got so much shit that the things that I'm about to throw at this prosecutor, man, is your ass getting on the stand. You accuse me of a crime, your ass getting on the stand. You see, they got to get on the witness stand. There's no issue, no buts about it. Right there in the courthouse, they got to get on the witness stand. Right there in the courthouse, they have to. See, oh, we know everything about this motherfucker, man, and it's funny how these motherfuckers want to go after people for drunk driving, spouse abuse, rape, assault, and they do the same motherfucking thing. Ain't that amazing? They do the same fucking thing. They do the same exact thing. They go out there assaulting people. They get high. They get drunk. They party in courthouses all over the fucking, what do you call that? That Facebook shit. You got all of judges are now ordered by some big ass judge, Chief Justice, whatever it is in California, was ordered to all judges in the state of California and by the Secretary of State. Any judge has a party in that courthouse, alcohol, drugs, you will lose your job. You will be put in jail. No ifs and no buts. And that's the way it should be. They got to stop posting on Facebook showing pictures of them partying with booze in their hand and smoking weed and pipes and all of that shit. That's how a lot of them judges and sheriffs got busted smoking weed, and they post that shit online and stuff in courthouses. Yeah, they having parties in the courthouses or in the judges' chambers and shit, and people recording that shit, and they put it all over Facebook. There's one judge, I guess the guy didn't like the judge, but he was invited to the party, and there's one judge was talking about, how he beats his wife and all of this shit and all of that, man. And it got to the certain people where he's drunk and he's admitting to the deputies, and one of the deputies saying, I bust my wife upside the head last night. I'm tired of that bitch. You know, this is what the deputy is saying. I pistol whipped her and everything, right? And so then she's also a deputy, but it's so ironic. And I think she was a sergeant or something, you know? And so then all of a sudden, one of the guys was at the party and he recorded all of this stuff. And that shit went to the FBI. And they up in jail, and the judge lost his job, got removed from the bench, and he's out on bail, and the deputy's out on bail and stuff. I was like, you stupid motherfuckers. But what's so funny though, what gets me is that you got police officers threatening to kill us, and we can't threaten back? I don't fucking think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. I got video clips where this happened in Minnesota too, and they didn't do nothing to these punk ass pigs. I got videos where these cops come up. I think after that African American guy got killed. I got videos where these cops come up. We're looking for niggas to shoot. We're looking for niggas to kill. Yeah. Yeah. And not one of them motherfuckers lost their job. So we got the same right. Equal. All men are created equal. Equal. All men are created equal. You can't turn around and say, well, he got the right because he got a badge on to threaten to kill blacks, call you niggers, and we don't got the same right to do the same thing to them. No, it don't work like that. Allah God says an eye for an eye. An eye for an eye. That's what else it says in your Bibles. An eye for an eye. That's what it says in your Bibles. That's what it says in your Bibles. But yeah, big storm's coming. And the ones that's going to hurt are the people. People got to wake the hell up, man. We got to get rid of all of these racist motherfuckers, from the judges to the prosecutors to these lousy ass pig cops, sheriffs, and deputies. They got to go. They got to go. And anytime a jury member finds a pig or a cop, a sheriff or deputy or judge or prosecutor not guilty, they in the law enforcement. Or their families in law enforcement. So that jury member, each jury member should be investigated before they even allowed to be a jury member. Fuck what they say. Because I don't believe a motherfucking thing no person got to say. I don't believe a motherfucking thing anybody got to say. You know? That's why I let that stupid bitch say what she was saying and just talk. You know? And as I'm pulling her in, she just talking and talking. So good. You saying what I want you to say. You saying the truth now. You got the right to delete medical records off of a person. And I even asked her, are you the owner? Who are you? She didn't answer that question. So apparently she's billing. So a person at Park Dental billing has the right, which violates federal laws and state laws, of deleting medical records. A dentist, when you see a dentist, that is medical records. That's a felony. When you tell someone, I deleted all of your medical history. I have deleted all of your medical history. You cannot go to no other dentist. What fucking authority does this bitch got to do that? You're not a licensed doctor. You don't own Park Dental. What right by law, you got the right to delete a patient's medical records? You just opened your ass the biggest medical lawsuit. That's what you did. And come out of your mouth because you divorced your wife. That has nothing to do with your motherfucking ass. That has nothing to do with your fucking ass. You are not my doctor. You are not my dentist. And since when a fucking dentist do not call the shots? I don't understand that. So something else is going on in Park Dental. Gotta be something else. Gotta be some kind of illegal activity or something of that nature is going on in Park Dental. There's something else going on in Park Dental. You know, for this person to have, gonna tell me that she got the right to delete medical records of a patient, which is a felony in all states of the United States. Who gives this bitch the authority to even do that? To even do that? Who gives this person the authority to delete medical records? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Never had no problems at Park Dental. Never had no, I had the best, man, I respected my dentist. I admired her. You know, she was one hell of a dentist, man. She took good care of me, you know, and the person that helped her was a nice person too, you know, very, very nice. They were very, very nice. They're beautiful people. But this person, just like, and then I say to her, you know, and my attorney said, well, did you ask to see the dentist? I said, yes, I did. I asked to see the dentist, and she takes off. And then she's going to come back 20 minutes later. Oh, I forgot to ask the dentist to see you, but she's not going to see you. I said, but this is an emergency. And I just said, fuck it. Deal with my attorney. That's what you got to do now. Deal with my attorney. Deal with the Better Business Bill. I ain't talking to none of you motherfuckers, man. None of you motherfuckers. None of you motherfuckers. None of you. See, so my attorney's looking up the law. So they got the right to delete. Any clinic has a right to delete medical records. And guess what they found? No. That's a federal. That's a federal charge. So the FBI need to take their asses down there to Park Dental in Apple Valley, seize everything they got down there, close them down to find out how can a clerk, how come a person at billing got the right to delete people's medical records? What authority of the state of Minnesota gives a people, a billing department has a right to delete person's medical records? Because now the other dentists can't get shit. Can't get nothing. So what right do these motherfuckers got to delete somebody's medical records? They don't got no right to do that. Against the law, state and federal laws. Against state and federal laws. Now that came out of that bitch's mouth. I deleted all your information. I deleted your medical history and everything. And there was a black girl that was on the phone there. First time I ever seen her, she was sitting on the phone. They did the whole office different. Before the thing was over here, and big set, heavy set white lady was there. She was so beautiful. She was nice. She was really nice. You know, she was really nice. She was very sweet. You know, and they redid it. So you walk in and the desk is here, and then you had this African American girl on the phone, whatever she was on the phone, and the thing that came out was so rude. She was very fucking rude. Very, very fucking rude. You know, she like, this one lady is checking me in, and the other lady's doing something, and she comes, it's like they're afraid of her. You know, she just walks right behind the lady, and the lady's sitting here. She's over the lady, one girl, and she just like got up and moved. They should have whipped her ass, man. Don't disrespect me like that. You know, it's like they all afraid of her. Who the fuck is this person? Do you own Park Dental? Because the attorney says you don't. The people that own Park Dental, matter of fact, Park Dental comes from overseas. It's a family member that overseas that owns Park Dental in another country. That's the funny thing about it. They're from another country. Park Dental's from another country. And they opened it up in the United States. That's the funny thing about it. So what gives this motherfucker the right by the state laws of Minnesota that she has the right to delete medical records? Yeah, Park Dental is overseas. It's overseas. Comes from overseas by these two doctors. Husband and wife. Yeah. I just let this bitch say what the fuck she want to say, man. You know, I let the bitch say what the fuck she want to say, man. Just hang yourself. Keep talking. Well, I thought I deleted all your medical history. I did this. I did that. So your eye is gonna pay. Your eye is gonna pay because we're gonna know if you're a citizen of the United States. Number one, okay. Then your ass you should be in jail because you have no authority by the state laws and by federal laws to delete anybody's medical history. You do not have that constitutional right to do that. You don't have that constitutional right to delete anybody's medical history whatsoever. You don't have that constitutional right. You know, and it's funny. It's funny. Oh, whoops, wrong one. It's funny how this person deleted all of the medical records. It is so funny. My attorney said she couldn't believe it, man. The history of Park Dental opened up in Minnesota from a university doctor, granted. Okay, but Park Dental is originally from England. From England. Came to the United States in the 1940s. Park Dental is originally from England. From England. From England. That's the funny part about it. They from another country and they opened up out in Minnesota. An area code phone number of 0883-77445. Another country. They're from England. From Europe. That's where Park Dental originally from. Europe. The headquarters is also in Europe. So we're going to figure out whoops. Get that wrong. So we're going to figure out where the hell this person got the right to destroy medical records. See. Let me see here. Yep, it's from overseas in Europe. You look up Park Dental, and it's so hard to file a complaint against them. It's really fucking hard to file a complaint against Park Dental. Because you come up to Park Dental, and then you get so many fucking different numbers to call, and it shouldn't even be like that. There should be laws about that, and there is laws about that, but nobody's following the fucking laws. Nobody's following the fucking laws, man, whatsoever. Nobody's following the laws at all. So when that person said that, I told the attorney, and she like, what? What is she the owner? I said, all I know is she told me she's billing. You know, that's all I know. Because I asked her, I said, who are you? Well, she works for billing, and she claimed that she talked to me, but I never talked to her because I never liked her from the beginning. You know, I only seen her one time, and that's when, that was back in when I first started there, where when me and my wife was going there together, and what happened was she talked really bad to this guy that was there about a bill, and I remember that, and that was way back, you know, and he was with his child, you know, and she was very, very rude. And I remember one of the other persons, I don't even see there no more, But one of the persons told her, you don't be rude to patients like that. You can pull them to the side and talk to them, you know? And that's how rude this individual was. And I'm like, and at that time, I'm looking at my wife. I'm like, man, she better not ever call us to be rude like that to us, man. I'm not tolerating that shit, man. But I never liked her. I never spoke with her. That was the first time she claimed that she spoke to me, and she remember. No, bitch, you remember what you heard on the internet. You remember what you heard probably when my wife was still going there. You know, you didn't hear shit from me. You never talked to me. And I told her straight the fuck out. You never talked to me. So she tried to play this fucking. Well, yes, I have. You even talked about your marriage. I didn't talk to my marriage to you about nothing. You're a lying bitch. You was a lying bitch. You know, you was a lying bitch. You know, and I'm getting mad now because I'm like, well, let this bitch keep talking. Let her keep talking. In my mind, I'm saying this. Let this bitch keep talking. Let her keep talking. And bam, she said it 4 or 5 times. 4 or 5 times she said, because you got a divorce, because you got a divorce, because you got a divorce. You know, I sent everything collections. I deleted all your medical history. Gotcha. So attorney, she couldn't believe it, man. She said, don't they know that they just fuck themselves, man? They could be shut down. If clinics are going around destroying and deleting people's medical history because they don't like them, then the feds got to get involved. So she gonna call up her husband as an FBI agent, and she gonna talk to her husband, you know, and she already said I already know what my husband gonna say. First thing gonna come out of his mouth is, what office is this? You know, that's the first thing that's gonna come out of his mouth. And if they destroy medical records on patients, when they know that they can't do that because it's a clinic, it deals with medical records. They know they can't do that, then something's not right there. I wouldn't give a damn if they, and they doing this behind hate, discrimination. Because that bitch said 4 or 5 times, because you got a divorce. Yeah. I sent everything to collections, even though the court order said the wife had to pay them bills. I sent everything to collections. The bill was paid on 2/15/2021, but you sent everything to collections. You sent everything to collections. When the bill was already paid, you sent everything to collections. So, all right, what collection agency? What collection agency? Attorney, you can pull up everything when you first started going in. Everything you got on Park Dental. I pulled everything up on my emails. Everything up on my emails. When I removed myself from my ex-wife, got in my own account, and I got the person's name that did it and everything else, and put my insurance on it and everything. Got all of that. All of that. All of that. All of that. Got a copy of that by email. Don't forget your appointment. This and that. Got the cards they were sending me, the date and the time they sent me the cards. Make sure you do your cleaning, blase, blase, blase. Thank you, Park Dental. Got all of that, all of that, all of that, all of that. You know, got all of that. And attorney goes, how stupid can people be, man, and racist, man? And she goes, you know I'm not racist. I said, nah, I know that. Let me see, you white and your husband is African-American. That's so cool, though. You know, that's so cool. He said, yeah, that fucking stupid fool. I'm like, oh, I don't want to hear that part, man. You know, so she already said, man, she's going to talk to her husband about this here. Because isn't it against federal laws? And when she called me today, she said, yep, my husband said it was against federal laws for any clinic to destroy anybody's records. That's even a courthouse. Courthouse can't destroy or remove or anything like that. So this bitch here removed and destroyed my medical records, where the other place can't get them because you destroyed them. I don't give a fuck about your policy. Your policy don't mean shit. What it goes by what the law says of medical information. That's what the law says. Your policies don't mean shit. Your policies are not laws. Your policies are for employees, not for the consumer. All policies are for employees, not for consumers. You are not an employee. You are a customer. Policies are not for customers. Policies are not laws. Policies are not law. You got city councilmen in California going to jail right now in big lawsuits. When the United States Superior Court ruled you cannot put up signs about no video, no trespassing, business cannot put those signs up under no circumstances. For a person to be charged with trespassing, the employees have no authority to trespass anyone, neither does a police officer. Cannot trespass anyone. Anyone. They have to contact the owner of that property. No manager can do it. No one, because then that manager opens up as a lawsuit against the owner and the manager. And police use trespassing just to lock you up on false charges, false trespassing. Trespassing laws was banned in other states until 2021. All of a sudden, you got motherfuckers coming up with this trespassing. Then you get thrown out of court because the DA. How you gonna trespass this man in his own house? Y'all going way too fucking far. We don't got the right to identify ourselves. Show me your motherfucking ID, your driver's license. We got the right to defend ourselves and everything else. I got the right to live in peace. People wake the fuck up, man. We gotta start taking these motherfuckers down, man. We gotta remove every one of these racist, crooked motherfuckers out of office. Starting from Republicans, Democrats, and anyone that's non-Democrat, non-Republican. You know, they gotta be removed out of office. It says right there in the Constitution, once you commit treason against the Constitution and the people, you have to be brought in front of a busy highway, busy street, and be hung until you are dead. That law has to come back into effect. That law goes for every government official. You took the oath. You solemnly swear to protect the constitutional rights. You violated your oath of office. You violated the constitutional rights. Your ass supposed to be put in front of a busy highway, street, where a tree is, and your ass supposed to be hung in public. That law has to come back. Once you violate your oath of office and the Constitution, you committed treason against the Constitution, against the people. Your ass supposed to be hung until you are dead. That law has to come back. Matter of fact, the law was never removed. We got to follow that constitutional law. That goes for every fucking government employee, from Democrats, Republicans, pigs, cops, sheriffs, deputies, judges, prosecution. You are a government employee. You took an oath of office. You violated that oath of office. You're supposed to be hung. You committed treason. You violated your oath of office, the oath that you took. You committed treason. Your ass supposed to be put in the middle of the street so the public can see your ass hung until you are dead. That's what it says in the Constitution. That's what it says in it. If any of these fucking people followed their oath of office, it'd be a better world. It would be a better world. There was these son of a bitches that went to the wrong neighborhood out here in California, man, picking in and shit about my country. Let me tell you white racist motherfuckers something right now. None of you motherfuckers are from the United States. The United States was all Indian land. Okay? They just proved Christopher Columbus didn't discover shit. So if you want to say Christopher Columbus discovered something, I discovered a police car, so I got the right to take that. I discovered this building. I got the right to take that. Christopher Columbus didn't discover shit. The history of the United States is all bullshit. All bullshit. They didn't start doing white presidents until Lincoln was running. Before there was black presidents in the United States. Black presidents, way before Obama. There was black presidents, 5 black presidents in the United States. Every white individual from their ancestors all the way down came from Europe. The Queen of England shipped all of those motherfuckers on Christopher Columbus's ship. From child molestation, rapists, murderers, thieves, con artists. That's where they all come from. So when you say your country, motherfucker, your country is England. Take your ass back to England. That's where you're from. You're not from America. Not one white motherfucker is from America. Your ancestors and you are from Europe. Take your ass back. This land was Indian land. This land was Indian land. Not American land, not white people's land. This land was Indian land. And the first person here was African. They were the biggest communities. But yet you turn around and you lie because half of society, I'll say it again, in the United States is stupid. They don't know their ass from their face. They go for this big story you told. And they believe that, you know. And it's so amazing where I tell you something else. In the Constitution, it does not say nothing in the Constitution for you to stand up for any judge. It don't say in the Constitution to swear under oath. A Bible ain't got no business in no courts. Fuck Christians, fuck Jews, fuck all of them. Catholics too. They are the rapists, child molestation motherfuckers in the world. Stop saying, save my children, save the children. That don't mean shit. Because you don't see not one police, not one judge, not one prosecutor, not one deputy, not one sheriff, not one priest behind bars for child molestation and rape. Stop saying save the children. That don't mean a fucking thing. Because if you really fucking cared about children, Matt, whatever the fuck his name is, the Republican, he would be in jail right now. He'll be in jail for sexually assaulting those women and those kids. Ted Cruz will be in jail for molesting and assaulting those women. So don't say save the children, because you don't mean a motherfucking thing about that. You know, people, stop giving your money to these lousy bullshit churches. God never said give your money to a church. You're going to go to heaven. Motherfuckers, there's no such thing as heaven. We already live in hell. From the race, the hate, we are already in hell. Every day you turn the news on, you got these Ku Klux Klan, racist, pig, cop, deputy sheriffs killing, assaulting African-American people. Every day you turn the news on. And now they're going better. They're going after some Mexicans now. But y'all fucked up when y'all did it to white people. Because now they're coming after you. Oh, let me see. You killed this white man because he didn't stop. You shot him up and his child up. Now it's big all over the news. The individual was moving his vehicle. The black was running. He got a right to get shot. The white people were sitting in the Caucasians were sitting in their car, and the officer pulled up, asked him a question, and the white guy, none of your business, But then the officer pulled out his gun and shot him. That officer needs to be executed. He has to be put in prison and executed. We can't show the white person's face because of the fact that he had a child that got killed. Officer just killed black man because he ran. Shot him 18 times in the back. They call it justifiable shooting. Officer raped girl, 15 years old. She lied. Charges dismissed. Officer rapes white child. He be held without bail. He Mexican and black. But the white officer get let free. Wow, y'all some sick motherfuckers, man. Y'all some sick motherfuckers, man. Every white individual out there that own guns are the ones that's going out there shooting up these kids in these schools. Y'all don't blast their pictures all over the news. Let me see, what do y'all say? Oh, he was having a bad day. He's white. He was having an emotionally disturbed day. He has dementia. He has TMS. He has PMS. He was having a bad day. Black guy goes here and shoots up the whole place. Here's his picture. Black guy kills cops. Here's his picture. White guy shoots down police officers in the parking lot. No picture to be found. But the white guy was defending his constitutional rights, so he had a right to kill them. Even the news. And you got the house nigga news people. You got the house nigga Republicans and house nigga Democrats. That's what's so funny. I don't believe in none of them motherfuckers. I believe in God. I don't follow no man, no woman. I believe in God. I believe in Allah. I go by the laws of Allah. I go by the laws of my Quran. I go by the laws of the constitutional rights. I go by the laws of the common law, the superior law of the land, what the constitutional right says I have to do. And I have the right to do. I have the right to defend my family. I have the right to defend my home. I have the right to defend my property. I have that constitutional right. And no motherfucker is taking that from me. I don't give a fuck who you are. I got the right. Got that constitutional right. That's just like when that judge says, I'm putting a gag order on that idiot Trump. First of all, Trump was never no fucking good anyway. That's number one. His whole family were con artists, okay? Then the judge realized, you just violated this man's constitutional rights. So he pulls a gag order. Yeah, you cannot, no judge, I wouldn't give a fuck a United States Superior Court judge, whatever. You cannot violate people's constitutional rights, man. You work for us. Every pig, every cop, every judge, you work for us. We don't work for you. You work for us. We can have you removed from office. We can have you locked up. We're supposed to be. And this goes out to these good mothers. Stop letting them take your kids and hurt your kids. The old days, your ass better be in this house before those lights come on. I'm in the old days. You talk back to your parents, you got your ass whipped. But then you get these white people from these Christians and Catholics and all this shit telling you what laws are passed about beating a child's ass. But they're the ones that's raping your kids. They're the ones that's killing your kids. See, society is so stupid, you forget about one important thing. If you really think about it, think, people, think. You out in public. You being recorded. You out in public. Everywhere you go, you being recorded. Once you leave your house, everywhere you go, you being recorded. So you got your child. You go into the mall. And they're recording you. But they're not recording you so closely, recording your kids. So I need a white child from the ages of 1 year old to 3. Height, whatever. I don't know nothing about kids because I don't have no kids. I don't even know what they eat. Okay. Height, whatever. Weight, whatever. Color eyes, blue. Color hair, brown or blonde. Okay. Hey, Jessica, did you hear that? Yeah. Well, we're in the mall. Okay. In the mall, they're watching you. They know you're going to slip. They already know that because people are stupid. They know you're going to slip. They already know this. Because people are stupid when they come around their kids. They are really stupid. So once you stop to go in a store and you let your kid sit here, bam, grab the kid, boom. Okay? Now, mind you, you're stupid. You deserve not to have kids because you did it to yourself. So then you turn around, your kid is gone. The mall is shut down. They can't find the child. Your child is at a Catholic church, Christian church, Jewish church, getting ready to go overseas. Your kid gone. See, the point I'm making, stupid people, is that you bitch so much about when people recording you, but you already been recorded and every time you take your ass outside. When you have a baby, the churches already know the nationality of your child, the weight of your child, the color of your child. So we want that child. So we got people working in the hospital to steal your child. That's how it all starts. That's how all your kids get snatched. See, when I was growing up, you didn't hear about that shit. But as soon as down the line of the 80s, that's when you started hearing about kids getting kidnapped, when they started putting up cameras, when they started putting up surveillance inside malls, shopping stores, and all of that. That's when you started hearing about kids getting snatched. But let me tell you something, man. You came into the neighborhood and they didn't know you and you talking to a child, you got your ass whipped by not only just by the parents, but by the neighbors. That was protection. Nowadays, every time you hear you got some bullshit ass what they call that? Amber Alert. It's your fault that your kid got snatched. It's your fault your kid got hurt. Because you're not being a parent. You're letting the government be the parent for you. So you have no fucking say-so. Back then, we didn't have milk cartons and none of us getting missing. You better have your ass in here before those street lights come on. Where you going? You stay in front of the house. Back then, you didn't have people kicking in people's doors and shit. You kick in the wrong door, you got your ass whipped. Now you got motherfuckers kicking in people's doors. Police, and they're not even the police. You know, y'all stupid, man. You parents are fucking stupid because you're not even raising your child. Your child don't belong to you. So I don't want to hear no shit, protect the children. I don't give a fuck about that because I have no kids. I don't know nothing about no kids. If you were a real parent, you protect your child yourself. You don't need no government to tell you how to run your life and your kid. That's your child. Protect your child. That's your responsibility. Nobody's responsibility but yours. But yours. Stop taking your kids to these malls where they can get their picture taken. Man, let me tell you something. If the FBI or Homeland Security ever really wanted to investigate how kids are getting snatched from stores, they'll be confiscating every goddamn video and tape recorder in the malls and on the streets. They know how your kids are getting snatched. They don't give a fuck about you or your kid. It's your responsibility to protect your child. Your responsibility. And some of you women need to stop worrying about dick over your child. And some of these guys that are single dads need to stop worrying about a piece of pussy over your child. You are that child's father. Protect your child. You are that child's mother. Protect that child. If I had a kid and my kid got molested or hurt by some cop or anybody, I have the right. I have the constitutional right, by the right and the laws of Allah, to hurt that individual. Because you hurt my child? No, you're not gonna walk around and talk about it. Man, this one judge, I'll say it again, she was fucking awesome. She told that deputy, you are not getting no, and we, the taxpayers, should not be paying no legal fees for no fucking crooked ass government. Period. Okay? Taxpayers should not be paying police officers, attorneys' fees, and none of that shit. Pay it your own goddamn self. Taxpayers ain't allowed to be paying for your legal defense. Fuck y'all. But that judge told his attorney, I don't give a damn. He's dangerous to the public. He's dangerous to society because he got a badge. He knew better. He molested his own family members. He molested a child. He raped a child. He will be held without bail for a trial. That was one awesome lady. For once, that's the first time I've seen in my life that a real woman, she's not even a woman, she's a lady. That judge was a lady. I finally seen a real lady in my life that stood up for that child, for those kids, that stood up, that man is a law enforcement. He knew better. I don't give a damn about how long he's been in law enforcement, what he did, been in the army or anything. You molested a child. You molested your own family members. You belong behind bars. No bail. You are dangerous to society. Bail denied. That was one hell of a... If that judge ran for president, I would vote for her. She was one hell of a lady. That judge was one hell of a lady. It's been all over the news, man. All over. Everybody is praising this judge. That's a lady. I tilt my hat to her. She went off on her attorney. She went off on him. That was a lady. Happened in California. That was a lady. She didn't give a fuck about nothing. You violated the trust of the public. You got a badge on. You got a gun. You molested your family members. You raped two of your other family members. You deserve to be held without bail because you are dangerous to society. If that lady judge would have ran for president, I would vote for her. I would vote for her because she's the only judge that I've seen in the history of laws that she really cared about the crime this fucking punk deputy did. You got male judges that let them go free. You got male judges, because they white, they get 2 months on probation, no time served, so you can keep your job as a cop and go rape more. Go molest more. So when judges do that, they're doing the same thing. They are doing the same thing. But I was so happy when that lady judge denied this fucker bail, held without bail for trial, because he was dangerous to society. You know, and then his attorney go, well, he's been a deputy for so many years, and he's been in the army, and why? Because he's a deputy, he got the right to molest and rape women and kids. Where's the logic in that? No, I don't give a damn about him being a deputy. I don't give a damn about none of that. He has a charge of molesting and raping his own family members. He's being held without bail. He is being held without bail for trial. That was one hell of a judge, man. I tilt my hat to that lady. She brought it down. She put the hammer down and told her attorney to get the fuck out of there. That's it. He's being held without bail. You know, that was a hell of a judge, man. She was one hell of a judge, man. I don't know that judge's name, you know, but she was one true person for the letter of the law. Need judges like that. Need judges like that. Need judges that follow the letter. You hurt a child, you rape a child, you rape any woman, you belong in being held without bail. Period. That's what's supposed to happen. You have no right to rape and molest a child. You have no right to rape a woman. In Europe, matter of fact, in Iran and Iraq, they cut your shit off. You rape a woman, they cut your shit off. China sentenced you to death. China sentenced you to death for rape, molesting a child. China sentenced you to death for selling drugs. China does. China sentenced you to death for rape. China sentenced you to death for murder. China sentenced you to death for selling drugs. Iran cut your shit off for rape. Theft, your hand or your finger, whatever hand you stole from. You see? Drugs, you finish. You know? And we're the only country that likes when white people, law enforcement, judges, prosecutors, we love when they rape the women and hurt the children. They love it. They love it. Anytime a judge gives a police officer or a white person 5 months probation, but don't lose their job from molesting or raping a child or a woman, they're doing the same thing. They are doing that. There's no ifs, no buts about it. They are doing the same thing. They are doing the same thing. You see, it's very rare that you find a judge that throws a book at a pig, cop, sheriff, deputy, or other judge or prosecutor of rape. It's very rare that you find a judge like that. That's why somebody was saying on the news from World News, the guy was saying that's a real judge. Let me see. He was 32 years old, and he was saying and he works at the courthouse, and he was saying that's the first judge of his lifetime that he's seen where a judge denied a deputy bail for molesting and raping family members. First judge in history. First judge. She is the first judge that denied bail, held for trial of a deputy molesting and raping his family members. First judge. First judge. Now, there was this one cop. He got 200 and something years for each individual that he raped, and he raped all black women. He finally got caught. And then there was another one in California, highway patrol officer. He got caught in 1987. He was pulling certain women over. And when he got on the highway 101, he was always at this off ramp where his gas station was, and he'll watch the people that pull in there, right? So if he saw two pretty women, he'd pull them over at a certain spot of the highway where there was construction or something and coming down, and he'll rape them. Now that son of a bitch got a triple life in California. And I think the only reason why was because it was so much media around it and stuff. And they were tired, you know, the girls were getting raped and murdered over there and stuff. Anytime something like that happens off of the highways and stuff, it's law enforcement involved. Then you got Then you got some law enforcement officers, detectives and stuff that do sex crimes, right? But yet they're out there doing the sex crime. There was this one I remember that I was watching on the FBI list where this officer out of Detroit, he was a sex crime officer, but yet he was also out there molesting kids, and he got popped. But the difference from a lot of these judges, some of these judges, even in Detroit, the judge gave him bail, and the parents were mad. So the dad took the law in his own hand, which he had every right. See, we got the right to defend and protect our family. You take my family's life, I take your life. We got that Constitution. It says it in the Constitution. It says it in the Constitution. It says it in all Bibles too, you know, and that's that. So the guy raped this man's daughter that was 9 years old, and the father took it in his own hands, and he had every right to take that motherfucker's life. He has every right. If I was on that jury, ma'am, I would have found the father not guilty. I would have found him not guilty. You got the right to defend your family. You got the right to defend your sisters, man. Let me tell you, man, my sisters knew better, and they boyfriends knew. Don't ever hit my sisters. Y'all can argue. Everybody argues, but don't ever put your hands on my sisters. Once you put your hands on my sisters, you opened up a new world of ass whooping, because I will take your life. You put your hands on my sisters. Y'all can argue. Y'all can scream. But don't ever put your hands on my sisters. I don't give a damn what they did. Those are my sisters. They are women. Once you put your hand on my sisters, I will beat the hell out of you, man. Never put your hands on my sisters. They never did. They always just come, man, your sister's mad, man. She's doing this. What did you do? Well, I told her to cooking bad. Bad mistake. Never tell a woman anything about their cooking. Don't ever understand these 4 things. 5 things. If your girlfriend, your wife asks you, do you remember your ex's birthday? You say no. Always say no. No matter what. Honey, do you remember your ex-girlfriend's birthday? Nope. Nope. That's why she ex. No. She asks you, do I look fat in this dress? No, baby, you look beautiful. End it. That's it. Are you sure? You look beautiful. How is my cooking? It's great, babe. It's great. It's great. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Just say it's great. You look beautiful. And if she asks you, do I look better than your ex? Baby, you're beautiful. Shut your mouth. That's it. If she asks you how's the cooking, shut your mouth. Never. Let me tell you fucking something right now. A woman remembers shit way back to 20 to 30 years. Women remember shit. It ain't accurate, but some of them remember shit. You know? And when it comes to your guys, got to understand something right now. You have to respect the person you with. If that person has no respect for you, let it go. Push it away. The same thing go for women. Let it go. Push it away. You know, if you do not have respect for the one you are with, then there was never no true love there. And if a woman lets a guy flirt with her and she's married, then there was never no true love there. You was just a side piece. That's all you was, for her convenience. That's all you was there for, her convenience. See, a true lady would never, that is in love with their husband, a true lady would never jeopardize marriage for another man, another guy, because you're not a man, you're a guy. So once that person opens the door, then that person was never yours anyway. The love was never there. You was just an object to that individual. You was a pawn for her to get what she wants. That's all you was, a pawn. Anytime a woman lets another person talk to them and flirt with them, it's not that person. Well, that person disrespected you, yes, because you married. So you got a right to whoop his ass too. But she had no respect for you from the beginning. She didn't give a damn about you. You was just there. You was married to her and you was just there for her convenience. You see, and that's the bottom line. That even goes for boyfriends and girlfriends. The same fucking way. You are just there for her convenience until she finds something better. Then they'll use the excuse, well, I need space. All of that is excuses because there was never no true love there for you. Never no true love there. Anytime a woman opens a door for another guy, she's been doing that a long time, and she was never in love with you. That's a known fact. That comes from scholars. That comes from experts. She was never there for you under no circumstances. She was never there for you, you know. And don't ever have a joint account. I'm telling, marriage is beautiful. Don't get me wrong. Marriage is beautiful. But do not have a joint account under no circumstances. Do not, especially in the state of Minnesota, do not have a joint account under no circumstances. You keep your shit to you, keep her shit to her. Do not have a joint account. Do not co-sign no loan to buy no car with each other. Do not put no car in that individual's name. Do not put no house and deed in that individual's name. Keep it all separated when you marry. Keep it all separated. So you walk away with yours, she walk away with her. Keep it all separated. Do not buy no expensive gifts. Birthday card, okay. Bake a cake, okay. But don't go out buying no jewelry for her. Don't go out and do none of that shit. Because once you go through a divorce, that individual will get the right to take everything. That's the way it is. You know, and that's the truth. You can check with all states and all countries, man. That's the truth. You know, you can check with all states in the United States. That's the truth. Once you get a divorce, that person got the right to take everything. There's no ifs and no buts about it, you know. So don't put nothing in your wife's name. Keep everything in your own name and pay your own bills, man. That's the way it got to be, you know. Marriage is beautiful to an extent, but when a person cheats, there was never no true love there. There was never no love there, period. You was an object. You was being used, you know, and that's the bottom line. Because a true marriage would last forever if the person loved each other. True love, see, people got to stop using the word love. Love don't mean shit. What love comes from is what's in the heart, the mind, and the soul, not physical. That's love. You take everything the way it is. See, when I was married, I didn't give a fuck about a lot of things. That's your past. I don't care about that. What I care about is now. That's love. You see, not by beauty, not by none of that, not by physical. That doesn't mean shit. Love comes from within. Love comes from the heart, the mind, and the soul, and the beauty within that person's soul. That's true love. You see, that's true love. You know, the beauty without don't mean shit. Anybody could be beauty because they can also be a bitch. They can also be a chump. See, that don't mean shit, you know. And nowadays, women do not have no respect for themselves. Nowadays, women don't have no respect for themselves. And you can tell by what they put online and stuff like that. They don't have respect for their life. They don't have respect for themselves. They don't even have dignity. You can see that online. Anytime you see online a woman ass naked showing herself and all of that, she has no respect for herself. She doesn't deserve respect. You see, a true man has respect, honor, and dignity for the one they are with. You see, that's true right there. All right. Nowadays, women Oh, I'm going with my cousin. I'm gonna spend the night at my cousin's. This is my cousin Joe. So I'm gonna spend the night at his house. Oh, okay. Oh, your cousins, yeah. But yet that person's sleeping with that individual. You know? There's no need for no woman to have guy friends. A woman got guy friends, she a cheater. No ifs and no buts. She's sleeping with them. There's no ifs and no buts. The same thing for a guy. A guy got women friends, he a cheater. No ifs and no buts. Baby, let me see your phone. Here. If that woman can't just hand you the phone with it open, she cheating. Same thing go for the guy. Hey, baby, let me see your phone. Here you go, honey. If that guy can't hand you that phone, he cheating. He cheating. See, this is the reality, man. Before we had phone books. We had little red phone books and little black phone books where, little piece of papers write numbers on and stuff. And yeah. And girlfriends back then catch that phone book and see in there, what's this here? Oh, that's Jennifer. What the fuck you doing with her number? Bam, you getting beat down. Nowadays, women do not have respect for themselves, man. Women do not have respect for themselves. If they all over the internet showing their body and stuff, they got no respect and they don't deserve no respect. They don't deserve no respect. They don't deserve no respect whatsoever. And a woman talk bad about their ex, you got to investigate that. You got to figure out, wait a minute. Your ex did this, your ex did that. But yet you was with this man for that long. Something ain't right here. Use your common sense, man. Find out why they broke up. Find out who's telling the truth. Go look for the ex. Talk to the ex. Like this one girl was talking to me. And I told her, I'm not interested in you. She asked me why. I said, well, you're Korean. And I was married to a Korean broad. And I don't trust him no more. And I said, also, you're all over this thing. Forgot what website it was, but she's ass naked. She's showing pictures of herself with no bra on and all of this. And I don't need nobody like that in my life. There is no real women no more in society. Women now are no good. There is no more real women that have respect and honor for themselves no more. Old days, you couldn't go through that shit, man. You didn't, it all happened during the 80s, man, when computers came out and stuff. It's just like I told dude, I said, dude, they didn't start charging for data use until the late 90s. Okay? The only thing, when cell phones first came out in the 80s, the only thing you paid for was that cell telephone. Okay? And then they said, well, we got stupid society here. Society is really stupid. So let's just do this like here. Let's say a free telephone, but you got to pay for this, and they'll go for it. And stupid people went for it. You see, they went for a free telephone, but you got to sign up with us. Nothing is free. See, then in the late 80s, 90s, early 90s, that's when they, you know what? Hey, look. So we can make more money off of the ignorant fools, okay? We're going to make more money off of the ignorant fools. When we start bringing in a lot of more different companies with satellite cellular telephones, we'll put the telephone companies out of business, all right? So slowly, telephone companies were going out of business, Slowly but surely, telephone companies were going out of business, okay? And so then they said, okay, good. Now we got cellular telephones. We'll offer them. You sign up with us. You also get a house phone, but you already had a house phone. You already had a telephone company for your house phone, and nothing has changed but stupid people in society. Now we're going to charge you for data use. Okay? Now we got you hooked and sinker. We're going to charge you for data use. We need to run a credit check to see if you're allowed to have can afford a cell phone. You don't need no credit check for no goddamn cell phone. You're not getting my social security number. You have no authority to have my social security number. Even on applications, you don't put your social security number. That's a violation of federal laws. You don't need your social security number on no loan application, no rental application. That's against federal laws to give your social security number out to any agency. Look it up. So you got stupid people. Society. Society goes like this here. This is how stupid society is. Well, we got to run a credit check. I just want to know what that car, how much that car is and what's the payment going to be. You don't need a credit check for that. I'm not authorizing you to run no credit check for me. Well, you got to put this down. No, I don't got to put nothing down. I don't got to put a damn dime down on no car. That's against the law. That's against the law to put any money down under the Fair Credit Act. That's against the law to put any money down on a vehicle. Because that money's not going, nothing is going towards you. That goes in their pocket for their lunch, their golf tournament, their drinks, blase, blase. You don't have to put no money down on the vehicle. Find out how much it is a monthly payments. The monthly payments is $250. You can do that. Bam. You don't have to put no money down on no vehicle. You're the creditor. You're the loan. You are the one. You don't got to put no money down on no vehicle. People, society is stupid. They get you with all of these tricks and turns. Then you got people that write the laws to fuck over everybody. This one, I remember this one judge go, where did you get this law from? You know, where did you get this law from? You know, no, it was a congressman, one of these congressmen. And the guy says to the guy, well, the law was written up. Okay, by who? Who wrote the law up? Well, the law was handed down. Who wrote the law? What agency wrote up the law? What agency? He couldn't even answer the fucking question, man. He couldn't answer the question, what agency wrote up the law? He couldn't even answer the question. Guy couldn't even answer the question, man. That's how stupid society is. Society is so stupid. You look up the history of cell telephones. The cell telephones put out telephone companies out of business. Pac Bell, Ma Bell, Telecom. Those are all big telephone companies. Okay? And the government let the telephone companies get put out of business. Now, somebody answer this question. I'm a millionaire. I'm running for Congress. I'm asking you for money. Come on, stupid people, give me your money. But I'm a millionaire. Why I can't pay for my own elections? Why I can't pay for my own signs to be put out there? Why do I need your money? See, that's how stupid society is. I'm charging $1,000 plate to hear me speech, to hear me talk. $1,000 a plate. I'm charging $1,000 a plate just to hear me talk. So let me get this straight. To hear you talk, you want me to spend $1,000 a plate of food that I don't even fucking like. Are you fucking out of your mind? That's how stupid society really is. You a millionaire. You don't need my donation. For what? Spend your own fucking money. But your kids are going without dinner tonight. You ain't got no gas in your car. You can't go see your mama and your daddy because you ain't got no car now. Because you gave your money to this Republican or Democrat. Your hard-working money, you get to these motherfuckers. But these motherfuckers got money. They rich. You see, they rich. They got money. They already scammed us all from the stimulus check and all that. They got paid. They even scammed from the PPP loans, but yet the government is going after society. The peons that don't mean shit. You got her the PP loan, so we locking you up. But you got that lady Green, Marjorie Taylor Greene, that ripped off PP loans. She got smacked on the hand. You had them write off their kids' student loans with no problem, but you fight for a student loan to write off, you get denied. Who owns the student loan companies? Republicans and Democrats. That's who own them. Who owns this bullshit business about sign up for Medicare, Medicaid? The Republicans do. And the Democrats own those businesses. When the Clintons were in office, the Clintons did the smartest thing in the world. When Mrs. Clinton turned around Medicare, Medicaid for all. For all. You didn't have to pay for all of that shit. You wasn't denied nothing. You had A, 1, B, C, and D. You had it all. So it changed in 1999 when they was putting Clinton out of office, okay? And they made a deal. The Republicans made a deal. Well, this is my business I'm opening up. I'm having my daughter open this business to sign people up for Medicare, Medicaid, and see if they qualify. How can you not be qualified if you was already qualified before? But the Republicans own these businesses, and the Democrats own those businesses. You see? Then you got collection agencies, which is so ironic. You got collection agencies that's not even licensed to work in certain states calling you from the Philippines, from Mexico, from Canada, and you let the courts let them get away with this when they're not even licensed in the United States to be a collection agency, when they lost their license. So they go overseas where the government can't touch them to go after you, the credit agency go after you, but they overseas. Where's the logic in that, stupid people? Because if I'm not mistaken, no other country can sue you in America. And that's what the Constitution right says. No other country can sue you in America. And our American government can't sue other countries. That's in the Constitution, the original Constitution. So how is a credit agency, a debt agency from another country, another state, come to your state and sue you? You have no authority in the state where you're not even licensed to sue. You have no, collection agency has no right in the state of California when you're not licensed in California. And that's how a lot of judges is getting rid of a lot of that bullshit out there in California. You're not licensed in the state of California to come after nobody. Your agency is over in Canada. Canada has no right to sue nobody in the United States. Canada's collection agency have no right to even come to the United States. Mexico has no right. You open up an office in Mexico and you suing in California. What kind of shit is that? You in the Philippines, your collection agency's in the Philippines, so your information was sold out there without your consent, your social security number, date of birth, all of that shit. And our own government our government lets identity theft happen. Our government lets this happen. Nobody lets this happen but our own government. Our own government lets identity theft, fraud, and all of this to happen. Our government lets this happen. Okay? And these stupid judges let this happen. Like this one judge, he turns around, he's granting for this company to file bankruptcy, but yet the same fucking company is overseas making millions and millions of dollars. But they're not making money in the United States because they got to pay health benefits and taxes and all of that. So they open overseas, but they want to just close the stores down in the United States. That's how stupid you people are. So don't talk about my job is going because this person is getting my job. No, you letting your job go. Because if any of you so-called picketers had any fucking common sense, y'all be taking those attorneys and the businesses to court because they're shutting down in the United States. They're open over in Europe, and they tell you, stupid son of a bitches, order online. We're just not open in the United States no more, but we're open overseas in Canada, Mexico, Hong Kong, China, the Korean, Philippines, Seoul, Korea, North Korea, Taiwan. So order online. Government don't give a fuck about us. And neither does the government give a fuck about you racist motherfuckers, man. To be honest. You see every one of those motherfuckers that raided the Capitol. Trump didn't bail them out. Then you had this House nigga, Republican. Had this House nigga Republican. It got the audacity to say on the news, well, we're getting ready for Trump to come back to run for president. Trump can't run for president. Trump was not no good fucking president. Trump was nothing but a consman, a jackass, like all you jackasses out there. I'm going to make a bowl of shit, and I am going to make biscuits with it and some rice. I'm going to put it online. This bowl of my shit is for sale with rice and biscuits. And I bet you I could sell it to you fools. Because that's how stupid you motherfuckers are, man. That's how stupid society is. That's how stupid society is. Then you got some of them racist white bastards make America great. America was great when your ass wasn't here. There's no such thing as America. This is Indian land. All of this was Indian land. This wasn't America. You cannot call something that's already been here. This was Indian land where y'all murdered the Indians, raped the women, killed the children, killed the guys. This is all Indian land. Y'all are the savages. Y'all are the beasts. That's what y'all are. You see, y'all are the criminals. Y'all are the murderers, the rapists, the molesters. Y'all are. Make America great. America would be great if you racist motherfuckers go back to your country. Go back to your country where your ancestors are from, and that's Europe. That's Europe. Your queen and your king kicked your ancestors the fuck out. That's Europe. Go take your asses back to Europe. Take your asses back to Europe. Because this is not your country. Not one white person, this is your country. Not one white person. This is not your country. This country was Indian and Spanish country. This is not your country. Your ancestors are from Europe. That's where all the hate and stuff came from. Europe. Ku Klux Klans and all that shit, it came from Europe. It came from Europe. You're not from this country. Take your asses back. You know, it cracks me up how these motherfuckers take back our country, take back our country. Motherfucker, you're not from this country. You're not from this country. And the way I see things now, I wouldn't even fight for this country. I wouldn't enroll in the Army, Navy, Marines, or Air Force. I wouldn't even enroll in it. Because it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. Send the Republicans, Democrats, and Congress kids out there to wars. Send them motherfuckers to war. Let them motherfuckers get killed. Send them motherfuckers to war. You know, we don't have no right to fight for a country that does not belong to us and that does not respect us. You shouldn't have to fight or protect this country so this white man could get richer and you get poor. See, Congress already passed a bill to remove veterans' pay so they could design their office buildings. What kind of shit is that? And these bitches up there, yeah, well, we need to take the money from the veterans' pay account so we can design our offices here at the Capitol. A painting costs $21,000, so I want to get this painting that's $21,000. These are people that you put in office. They're all crooks, all consmen, all liars, and yet they took the oath of office. They don't give a fuck about the oath of office or you. Wake the fuck up, people. This go out to all my old veterans, brothers and sisters. Wake the fuck up. Wake up. We put them in office, we take them out. They don't deserve to be in office once they violate the constitutional rights. Once they violate the oath of their office, they violated the Constitution. It says in the Constitution, anyone that violates the oath of office of the Constitution, anyone that violates the Constitution they have committed treason against the United States, so-called the United States. Anyone that violates the Constitution has committed treason against the United States. That to be taken in public and hung until they are dead. That's what we should be doing to all Republicans, Democrats, judges, pigs, cops, deputy sheriffs, lawyers, because they violated the Constitution. They're supposed to be brought in public and hung until they are dead. See, China just locked up some crooked ass politicians, man. China did. Iran did. Iraq. Korea. North Korea. Seoul, Korea. England. They just locked up a whole lot of crooked politicians, man. In China, they're going to be executed. In any Muslim country, they're going to be executed. Okay? North Korea, they're going to be executed. Seoul, Korea, they're going to be executed. Okay? That's what they do with corrupt government. They execute them. And we should have the same laws. And let's get one thing clear here, man. When I see these stupid ass people talk about human rights to other countries, motherfucker, the United States don't give a fuck about human rights with us. How are you going to open up, you fucking hypocrites, man? How are you going to talk about other countries' human rights when you disrespect human rights here? You have blacks killed. You have Mexicans killed. You let rapists get away with raping kids, murdering kids. Don't talk about human rights about another country. You got no right to even open up your fucking mouth. Our government has no fucking right to open up their mouth. Not the Secretary of Government. None of them have the right to open up their fucking mouth about human rights. When your fucking ass violates the constitutional rights every fucking day. A right that you were sworn to protect and held against domestic and foreign. So don't talk about somebody's fucking rights for another country's human rights. You don't got respect for your fucking self. I don't even see how you motherfuckers are in office anymore, man. If you're not following the constitutional rights and the law of the constitutional rights and the law of the land, which is the common law of the land, you shouldn't be in office. You're supposed to be with the rest of those motherfuckers hung on a tree until you are dead for violating the constitutional laws. That's where you're supposed to be, hung on a tree until you're dead for violating the constitutional laws. Because that's what you did. You violated the Constitution. You violated the common law of the land. The superior law of the land is the common law of the land. You violated that. Now you're supposed to be in office no more. You know, but society in America is stupid. Society in America is stupid. Because they go for all of that bullshit. Excuse me. I only know two presidents that were really good presidents. I think Ronald Reagan was, because he put it out there to the T. He put it out there to the T, Ronald Reagan. And Ronald Reagan stated to Congress and all government, even though Ronald Reagan was a Republican, Ronald Reagan stated while he was in office to all government and Congress, Social Security has nothing to do with the deficit, and you will not molest or use Social Security for anything. You will not take out of Social Security for your own personal use. You will not take out Social Security to pay your bills or anything like that. You couldn't even touch Social Security. Ronald Reagan said it in so many ways, which was true. Congress does not have the authority to touch Social Security. Social Security has nothing to do with the deficit whatsoever. Social Security is $1 trillion industry that has, for the people, that has nothing to do with the deficit. He will not demolish or reduce anyone's Social Security or disability payments. He was a good president, and he never did. He went after government spending. That's what he went after. He put more restrictions on government spending and stopped letting money go to certain countries. That's what he was after, and that's what he did. Now you had Clinton. Clinton was, I don't give a fuck about what Clinton did with that girl. She set him up. I don't give a fuck. It's none of my business. Clinton was a good president. And Mrs. Clinton was a nice lady. She stated, and they passed the bill, Medi-Cal, Medicaid for all. Then when the Republicans got in there, that's when they went, and this happened in 2000. It was already being talked in 1999. And in 2000, that's when the Republicans came up with these companies, sign up with us to see if you qualify for A, B, C, and D, Medi-Cal, Medicaid. Sign up for us. If y'all look this up, you see I'm telling the truth. Sign up for us here. What's that Republican's name out of Minnesota? He owns one of them. He owns two of the officers in Minnesota. The Republicans in California owns a couple of the officers. But all of the officers and the numbers you're calling are overseas. That's the funny thing about it. The numbers you're calling from overseas. And so they say when you was already on it before, and now you got to sign up for them, they tell you that you don't qualify. How the fuck you don't qualify when you qualified when you was on it already? It's nothing but a game. But they're the ones that's taking your money. That's how stupid society is. Stop voting for these son of bitches, man. They're all con artists, man. They're all con artists, point blank, you know. And it was because the Clintons made sure Medi-Cal, A, B, C, and D was there for all. In other words, if you lived in this state, you got sick in that state, you can use it. It was there for all. Then the Republicans pushed a bill, which shouldn't even be in law because they couldn't. That's how stupid society is that they changed it. 99 of June 1st, they changed everything because that's when you started seeing all of these commercials, sign up for Medi-Cal, Medicaid, A, B, C, and D to see if you qualify. To see if you qualify. Motherfucker, I qualified a long time ago. How you gonna say I don't qualify now? See, stop signing up on these people because they got your information. That's how your Social Security and your stuff gets violated. Identity theft and everything else. Stop signing up with these motherfuckers. Stop giving your Social Security number out. Stop. You don't have to give it to the hospitals. You don't have to give it to nobody. It's a federal law. You do not have to give it to no one. Stop giving your identity out to these motherfuckers, man. Stop giving them out. Peace out, people. I gotta take my medicine, man. I'm getting sick. Peace out. Ugh.